Hello and welcome back to Rolling the Robsons. This week we're going to talk about caravan safety and in particular the safety of your children in their bunk beds. So what you can probably see here is something that helps us with the safety of our youngest one. So we're going to talk a little bit about, with a set of fixed bunk beds, how do you make sure that your children are safe? If you're new to us, we're a family of 5 who use our caravan for holiday experiences. Come and join us and watch us on our holiday experiences. If you're wondering why I've got such red eyes, it's the joys of hay fever. Even though it's raining here at the storage site, my eyes for the past week or so have been really struggling. And yes, I take a significant amount of meds in order to try and mitigate this. But if I'm honest, they don't really seem to touch the sides at the moment because the pollen is so high in 2021. If that's you, put a comment down below. What seems to be the worst thing that affects your eyes at the moment? So when you buy a caravan that's got bunk beds, particularly fixed bunk beds, they'll normally be in a position in the caravan, normally around the back for most caravans. Some are in the middle, but even if they're in the middle or near the middle, like this caravan here, you normally have a wall, which is the other side. So the top bunks, which we're showing you now, are pretty good for safety in terms of the children that roll out, because they have a board, like you can see now, that stops them from rolling out. I would recommend that you put the older children on the top bunk, because older children are normally, not always, a little bit more experienced in navigating these ladders and making sure they don't hurt themselves. The younger child normally goes in the bottom bunk like I am here. But there is a bit of a problem, depending on how tall your child is. If this wasn't here, then our youngest daughter, Olivia, who's 4, nearly 5, would fall out. When we had the Adria Tamar, which was like a middle central bunk that we used to use, that was one I kind of put myself rather than a fixed bunk, she used to constantly fall out of the bed in the middle of the night and we had to go and put her back in. So we're going to show you this product that we've been using for the past couple of years. We haven't done a review on it yet or talked about it yet, and we're not getting any money from doing this review, but we wanted to make sure that it was as good as it could have been. On an old caravan, we actually had a clip-in one, which is great, but it did leave a little bit of a mess. So once the older ones is bigger, we can totally get rid of this. So let's have a look at the fixed bunk bed protector we're using in our caravan. So this is what we've been keeping to keep Olivia in her bed. It's what you'd normally use when you'd probably take the side of the cot to keep them protected and stop them rolling out of it. Now the really great thing about this is the fact that actually if you pull it, it will move a little bit, but it doesn't come out completely. We just give it a kick there. But on the whole, it's pretty good for keeping her safe and keeping her stay in. Some vans actually have a lip on the side of it, which helps to keep it in a bit better. Ours doesn't, but it still works well. We really love the adjustable sides, so that at present we have adjusted so the little one can get out at the bottom just next to the ladders here. But however, if you decide you want that, you might move it all the way across instead. The first safety is currently in its middle size, give or take. I'll just quickly adjust it and see it in its full size. So now it's in its full side. It takes up all the space from the ladders and stops them from getting out. So you might decide that that's what you want, or you decide that's what you don't want. But like I said, on the side here we've got a clip, and then there's one on the other side. You push the 2 clips in, and that allows you to move it to make it bigger or make it smaller. We'll put a link down below to the company that we use. So from Amazon, so it's First Safety, £25, but a really good product, and it is an affiliate link, so we'll get a slight commission from that. The other thing you might want to think about, and we'll quite look at our children, is that some children will open these side catches here and then they will sneak out of the window and then get out. So you might want to have some protectors, which we'll put on the screen now and help you with that. In the top left here is a video on our Bailey Paloma we have, which is great for the family and the bunks on the side. And in the bottom right will be a video that YouTube shows for you. Remember to subscribe and follow our adventures.